For today's player review, we're going to be going through the Manchester City striker. It's going to be Khadija. Sure, an absolute insane card coming at 60,000 coins. This is going to be her UWCL Dreamchaser card. Sit back, relax, and let's break down this card. Is she worth it in Ultimate Team? What I will do before I get into the stats, I will say it's a very, very niche card. If you guys look at your more agile, more fast strikers, and that's your playstyle, I wouldn't recommend this card. But if you guys like those, I'm going to say more physical strikers, you know, like Lewandowski, Benzema, Harry Kane. You know, at the start of the game, I'm talking about gold cards, right? You know, at the start of the game, you've got those more physical strikers that have good shots, but have more physicality, can hold a ball, and have a bit more build-up play. She is that type of player, and she is very, very good. She's still quite rapid and fast and all that good stuff. But again, we're going to get through that more now. Let's break it down. Starting off with her pros. So I had 3 pros for her, 3 main positives. Starting off with number 1, it's her shooting and her shooting playstyle. I put them together, okay, as her main pro. Why? Let's go through her shooting stats. 93 shooting with 97 finishing, 95 shot power, 87 long shots, 96 attack positioning. Overall, just a very, very solid shot. Just like I mentioned with those type of players, you normally get a bit less agility, but a bit more of a, I would say, heavy shooter when they get the ball near the area. You know, you can rely on them to get a few goals, and this striker did the same thing for me, okay? Very, very good. Then we go to her play styles, and what she has is she has a finesse shot, which is great. I always like that. She's a chip shot. I wasn't really using it too much, but to be honest, I say that she got a few chip goals for me. I don't know if there would have been a difference if she did or didn't have the play style, because I feel like that's when the keeper was off the line, but still cool to have. And then the power shot, I didn't really utilize this, but I know some people do, and I think it's good to have. But the biggest one for me is a low driven plus. You guys know that's a new play style, and she has it, and it's very, very strong, especially with her press proven, which we're going to get to in a second. But she basically shields the ball really well, and you can kind of just beat a defender and then just tap the ball in the back of the net, and because of the low driven, it just kind of slides and glides into the back of the net. So really, really strong there. Then we go over to pro number 2. It's her strength, and she has unbelievable strength here. She actually has 97 strength on her base card. She comes in at 5'11". So normally the female footballer is a little bit smaller, right? Generally, like the average striker, I would say, is a little bit smaller, but she does have some decent height on her, 5'11", so she can be that bit more of a physical striker for you if you're looking for that. Again, really, really strong there. Then we go across there into a last pro, and I had it as press proven. I think if you're gonna get a striker like this, that's gonna be a bit more physical, a bit more annoying, not really run down the line, but gonna be a bit more of, like, you know, build up play, shielding and stuff like that. I think press proven is a must have, and she is so good. Her press proven is unbelievable. She basically has the strength to, again, shield the ball, go through, and then with the low driven combination, just kind of shield the ball, beat the defender, boom, tap into the bottom of the corner. Really good card. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know if she'll be good or not for my playstyle, because I'm more of an, you know, I like agile strikers. She might have changed my mind. She was that good. I'm gonna give her a 10 out of 10, because for that budget, she's unbelievable. She really, really is. I know it sounds crazy. I give a lot of 10 out of 10s on this channel, but she did actually change my mind. She really did. Like, I used her and I was like, damn, like, I always go for fast attackers, but like, she actually changed my mind a lot. Like, how good she played. You're seeing in the highlights now, like, she just is able to kind of shield the ball. And let's watch these few goals there. So look, you go through, build up play right now, build up play, you're going to go across the right. You see we get the ball to the right hand side, it's the harder here, we're going to go through. And attack positioning is just in. You can see it right now, she goes in. And look at this right now, we're going to take our time, shield the ball, go through, boom, look at that trivela. Just hits the crossbar there. But again, she just has a lot of range. I think when I say range, I'm not saying passing range, I'm saying range of play styles. I can bring the ball up closer. She can shield the ball for me. She can distract attackers. She can go for long shots. She can go for finesse shots. She can get that low driven if needed. And then you see scenarios like this. She goes through. Look at that. Brings the defenders out and just smacks it near post. So again, she just has so much range in her playstyle. I actually used her by herself as a solo striker, and I was very surprised with how good her strength was in those scenarios. Like, I felt like, yeah, cool, she's gonna have strength, stuff like that, but no, she actually, I think it's the press proven, like, she actually kept people away from her and legit moved them, and it was really, really strong. The only con I did have for this card is agility, but again, it's kind of one of those where you kind of, you know, choose your poison. Do you want a card that's got a lot of strength, a lot of physicality, a great shot, or do you want someone a bit more agile that maybe doesn't have all of that? I'm actually gonna rewind that, because this is the perfect example right now. Look at this, we get the ball in. Right there, we hold the ball, and this is what I mean. Like, I can wait, make a decision. Look, as soon as the defender goes that way, go one way, boom, big touch, and then I'm scoring every single time. But the thing is, even if the defender went to press her there, she has the ability to just slow down the game and just shield and give yourself time to think and time to choose where you want to go, what you want to do with the attackers and stuff like that. So like I said, like, if you're looking for someone with a bit more physicality to kind of shield the ball, and that's the play style, she does a great job at that. Even right there, again, no defenders really went for her, but she has the ability to shield the ball and just give you time to think. So if you're someone that doesn't maybe play as fast, and maybe you need, not need, but maybe you prefer having a bit more of a thought process in the attack in terms of like getting the ball and trying to make a decision based on the defenders, and you want to just slow down the game a little bit, you want someone with a bit of strength, she's perfect. Look at this. Again, shield the ball, go past, and it's a goal every single time. The thing is with her shielding is like, it looks like the defenders aren't going near her, but I genuinely believe like they can't really get to her, and even if they did, her shielding is just keeping them away. And yeah, really good card. You're seeing in the highlights now. I was actually super impressed with her. Again, a positioning phenomenal, goes through, and a shot is just unbelievable. So yeah, overall phenomenal card. Let's go through and check out the actual in-game stats. I think it's very important to just see. And for me, it's like a lot of these cards are good, right? But it kind of depends on what do you want for your team. So I would recommend probably a hunter. I can see people have an engine. I can see why. I don't mind up in the passing, especially if I'm going to do build-up play. That is something that I could see. But for me, I actually would go with like a hunter, to be honest. Let's go to hunter. I don't know why people don't really go for a hunter. Like, for me, the hunter just makes her a bit more... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back. I think it depends on how you're trying to use her again, because with the hunter, you're trying to make her more of that more aggressive, annoying kind of striker. Most people count her on an engine. You can see you get some... I don't mind an engine, to be honest with you. I can see the logic actually looking back at it, because what you want to do is you do want to improve the passing. You do want to make sure she's a bit more viable in the build-up play with the other strikers and cams. I played a 4-2-3-1, so I had 3 cams off her, which was really useful. And then the dribbling, again, I think dribbling is something you could make a little bit more sleek. So I do like this. I do like it a lot, because my main con with her was her agility, right? So you can see this actually ups her agility, ups her pace. I can see the logic with the engine. But let's go through the playstyles, because I'm a big playstyle guy. Like I mentioned, 4 playstyles there for shooting, unbelievable. None for what's it called? Passing. So that's again why I would say she is more of like the final person there, and just more simple passes, nothing crazy. Then we go through for the ball control. And let's go through the press proven, because for me, again, like I mentioned, this something is really valuable right now. A player who is known for keeping ball possession under physical pressure from the opponent, okay? So you can see right here, playstyle plus compared to playstyle. It keeps close control of the ball while dribbling at jog speed. Cool. Keeps exceptionally close control of the ball while dribbling at jog speed. Can shield the ball much more effectively from stronger opponents. So this for me is everything. She can't just shield the ball. She can shield the ball more than most people. And if you look at this kind of player base here, for 60,000 coins, it's actually really, really valuable, because if you compare it to the best of the other cards, right, they're all very expensive. Prince is someone I did another player review on, and she had the same thing with the press proven, and I really liked it and I really valued it, and I'm seeing the same strength here with this short card. The next thing I wanted to do is actually compare the short card to the team of the year card, because there's a bit of a price difference, and I want to see if it's worth it, if you guys are maybe looking at it. And this is what I mean by it depends on the budget, right? Because if we actually look through, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to go through like this, like playstyles like that. So this is the playstyles of her normal. Let me see if I zoom out to show it more. That's okay, we can do it like that. So this is the playstyles of her normal card versus the playstyles of her team of the year card, okay? So starting off with shooting, and something really interesting off the break, just very interesting to me, is her normal, I'm going to call this a UWCL. We'll call her the Dreamchaser card. Her Dreamchaser card has better shooting stats in terms of playstyles, because look, she has the normal finesse compared to finesse plus, which sure, finesse plus is very, very good, but she has a chip shot that doesn't, and she has the low driven plus. So this is where, again, if you're looking at this card, don't get me wrong, it's a great card because of the team, like just generally great card. She has a finesse shot plus, but this card actually has a low driven plus, which is really, really meta right now. So I do like that a lot. This card does have the incisive passing. Yes, I like that playstyle. I think it's valuable. I don't think it's a necessity for the way I was using her. So that's another thing to look at. It might not be too much to care about. Then we go through, defending doesn't matter at all. But you look at the dribbling here, and yes, the team of the year does have that technical over it, which is quite quite useful. So there's that one more playstyle over on the team of the year card. Everything else is the same. Then we go over to the physical. You see quick step on both. This one actually has the Trivella, where this one has the Relentless. So let's go through and see how good the Relentless is, if it's even worth it. A player is known for covering a greater area of the field compared to other players in the same position. So for me, I don't think this is really a necessity. I think this is better in midfielders. That's just me personally. I don't really care about it too much. So that is something I look at, and I would much rather, instead of having the Relentless, have the Trivella. That is something that I think is much more beneficial with the Team of the Year version. A player is known for passing, crossing, and shooting with the outside of the foot. If you guys use Trivella, the Trivella is incredibly broken, and you guys know how good that one is. So I did kind of want the Trivella on the normal card. The Aerial Plus, I don't really care about too much. So this is just a nice bonus. But if we actually look through why, like what it really does, and if it's really important for you guys. Because for me, it's like everyone has a different playstyle, so I want to just analyze the whole card, right? So you can see it performs even higher jumps and has greatly improved aerial physical presence. So again, you can see she's one of the cards there that has that. If we actually go through to a Team of the Year card here, let's see her heading accuracy. So she has 98 jumping with a 99 heading accuracy, and she's 5'11". So with the aerial plus, that is very, very useful. And again, with those type of cards, you do actually want a bit more, I would say, of a physical presence, a bit more aerial. So I guess the aerial is a nice touch. But yeah, overall, like I said, this card is just for the budget, is really good. If you have the coins, I actually think this Team of the Year card is a great option. But it's just one of those where, basically it's up to you, because I can't tell everyone. No one's going to have the same coin balance. So it's just one of those scenarios. But is this card good? Yes, I really did like it. And for the value for money, 10 out of 10 for me. It really was a phenomenal card. But like I said, if you guys like this card, then I would probably go for the Team of the Year card, just because it's 200k more, but I think you get a few more strengths. However, like I mentioned, if you're on a budget and you're looking at the difference, I'm not going to say that the difference is crazy. I don't think it is. I think the main difference here, as you can see, pace and shot. Pace is the exact same. Shot is +2, passing is +3, dribbling +1, physical +4. The main difference is the physicality, but even then, if you actually look at it, 75 aggression to 88 to 85, but the strength goes up by 1, stamina goes up by 7, jumping goes up by 1. It's not a lot, in my opinion. If you guys are spending a lot of your budget just for the upgrade, I don't think it's worth it. I think the upgrade is only worth it if you have the coins. We go to the play styles. The big upgrade you get is you get the aerial plus. Instead of the low driven, you get the finesse. And that's kind of it. Those are the main ones. You get Trivella over Relentless. So you get a few upgrades here and there. But again, there's definitely a version out there where this card, especially for the money, is worth it, even over this Team of the Year, because of your budget of coins. I wouldn't spend an extra 220k if I only have 250k in my bank, because then you're just wasting a lot of your budget. So I would say, depending on your scenario, I do like this card though. I think it's a very, very strong one. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know who you guys want me to review next time, just to show you guys what we're kind of working with. What I normally do is I kind of go through and go to new plays and try to get them in order. So we're going on Kerwell. We're trying to go through Kerwell right now. We just did the Shaw one. I do want to look at Diani. And I also have currently using, I just bought Valverde, Kimmich, Mendes as a loan I got, and I'm going through Lewandowski. So right now I'm working on those behind the scenes, trying to get the gameplay with them. This card's unbelievable. We're going to have a review probably in the next few days. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys for another one later on today.